Okay, so does everybody know where this is? That's where we live. This is the British Isles. And I have a question for you. How far do you think it is from the bottom of the British Isles to the top of the British Isles by road via Halifax? How many miles approximately? Good guess, John. That's excellent. Anybody else? Any advance on 7:30? 1250, and that's right, it's between those two extremes. Depending on which route you take, the average is about 900 miles. And a group of us associated with the Community Foundation are going to cycle from the south to the north. The real question is, why would we do that? Well, the thing is, in Calderdale, there are more than 2,000 unemployed young people, and we think that is far, far too many. So we're passionate about helping people get into work. So, as Steve mentioned earlier, a number of local business people have pledged to take on apprenticeships, 23 of them. So they've said, we'll take on these young people, providing that we can get some funding. So our idea is to raise some money. But it's not just in Calderdale. Down in London yesterday, and this is the front page of the Evening Standard, and they're doing exactly the same thing, because 1 in 4 young people in London are unemployed. So they're also urging local businesses to get people into work. So, back to Calderdale, let me introduce you to our riders. Hopefully, technology has moved on since the first Land's End to John O Groats ride, but our team of riders are these lovely people, spearheaded by Steve Duncan, whose idea it was, and riding along with him, we have Andy McMenemy and Andy Banks and Vicky Craden-Reed and Helen Rossi and Keith Midgley and Tom Warman and myself. And a new member of the team I've not met yet is called Roger Moore. Now, I've not met Roger yet, but I'm assuming that that's his photograph. So we'll be riding for 9 days, so that is 100 miles a day. Can you imagine that? But fortunately, we have a guest rider with us for the Calderdale leg, and our guest rider, of course, is our very own Mayor John. So we're really looking forward to that part of the ride. That's the only reason we're doing it. So, we're taking this really, really seriously. We've done lots of training, and actually, a few weeks ago, we did the 100-mile Manchester bike ride, and this is Steve at the end of the bike ride, refueling. Don't you think he looks great, having just cycled 100 miles? So yes, we are taking it really, really seriously. And fortunately, we've had some people who have tried to explain to us what it's like to cycle Land's End to John O Groats. They've given us loads of advice on how to set the bike up and what to wear. And then they said, the overriding accessory you need to take with you is this. So we're certainly going to heed that piece of advice. And of course, cycling from Land's End to John O Groats as riders is only part of the equation, because our team is only as good as the people who are supporting us. And we're fortunate in that we have a number of people who are helping us with this ride. We have Compass Bridge, who are providing some transport. Wilby's very kindly helping us. Nigel Cliff is helping us with all the marketing. Snowflake Media setting up the website for us. Liquid Lens, Darren here, of course, helping us. And we have Michelle Vasey, who's doing all our social media platform development. So lots and lots of people, and maybe some people I've not mentioned yet, are really going to help the whole team to get all of this funding to support these apprenticeships in Calderdale. It's particularly important for me because I was an apprentice in Halifax a number of years ago, and that really helped me and launched me to have a really exciting and fulfilling international business career. So apprenticeships do work. So I'm trying to put a little bit back into the community, and I'd just like to share with you a few things that have been going on. Last year, I worked with Salterhebble School through an arrangement called Make £5 Blossom. I gave one class in Salterhebble, a class of 7-year-olds, I gave them £150 as a business loan. Now, that was a real risk for me, for a small business. That's a lot of money, and I didn't know if I was going to get that back. In the end, this group of 28 7-year-olds set up a mini business over 5 weeks, and they raised £438. And you can see just how proud they are. And I remember going in on the first morning and I said, "Who knows what enterprise is?" And this little 7-year-old boy said, "Is it where you buy something at one price and sell it at a higher price?" That's exactly what enterprise is. So you see, they know. So we've been doing lots of work with the children. They learn various enterprise skills. And it was such a success, we decided to do it again this year. So we expanded our horizon and we got the whole school involved. So you can see we've had a toy stall and all sorts of other things. Here we had a fun run and we were supported by our very own golden girl, Hannah Cockcroft. We had a great time and this was for the whole school. So now my business loan went up. I gave each class £50, so 6 classes, that's £300. Once again, really risking my profit. In the end, we worked together, we had a great time, learnt lots of things, and collectively, for my charity that year, Salter Hebble school children helped us raise £3,500. So it does work, and schools really do embrace charitable giving. So I would say if you're interested as a school in getting involved with us, it'd be great if you could work with us, either doing some cycling on a static bike or whatever you want to do. Please help us raise lots of money for this Land's End to John O Groats ride for an amazing cause on behalf of Community Foundation.